Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Look at who we have off my weeping willow. It's the willow that I propagated, and it is full of roots. So I'm pretty sure you guys are excited to see this. This is literally amazing. So first up, well, you guys can probably already see here, we have a first main root of the tree. And we are going to be planting it today. It's going to be gloomy and cloudy and a little bit rainy for the rest of this month. So, yeah, which I'm not very excited about either. So, what I'm first gonna do, so first we have our pot, our big pot here. And then dump the rest of this compost or soil, potting soil, back in here, or in here, for extra soil. Now I can put those pots away. Okay, if it's just a little mess. Wow, this tree did good, but it died. This one was a Japanese maple. This one's another Japanese maple, which I loved this one, and it died. Ooh, man, it rooted in here. That's awesome. Kind of mix up the soil in here. Ooh. God, I freaking hate soil. I hate when it gets stuck in my hands, at least. Alright. So, first up here, what we're going to do is remove this tape on the cup. I'm excited to reveal this system, or root system. Three, two, one. Oh, wow! I hope this root right here is attached. There's that main root. Look at that! Oh my! Hang on. Don't mind my phone calls. Dad, look at that!
Wow.
That is awesome!
That is awesome.
Oh my god! But then look, this is the tree.
That's super cool, dude.
And look how much it's already, how tall it is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm excited. I didn't even have to.
I can't wait to see how much it's gonna grow when you put it in a bigger pot.
Yeah, it's gonna love this. And then there's the main root. It was able to come out.
That's cool, dude.
Oh, I'm more than excited right now. I'm so excited, guys. Oh my god. I cannot believe it rooted. So some stuff on the internet really does work. That is awesome. That is exactly what I was trying to do. And it freaking worked. Let's get it in there. Ooh, some old roots from that willow. And I already pulled out. Let's make sure that main root has room to go inside of there. So I think it's okay. I think it'll figure out a way to move itself around. And I was able to cut it off the tree safely. I'll bury those roots in just a little bit. That way they have room to flourish. Get it in there. I can't believe I grew a freaking tree. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Can't believe it worked. Now, all I gotta hope for is it surviving. That's mostly what I hope for right now. Oh. Kinda got some more soil to go in here for now. Kind of get on the edges. Now, I'll make sure to keep water running in it slowly, like dripping. That way it kind of keeps it and gives it some time to start to grow. But the next thing I need to do, I need to get like some kind of dead stick or something and kind of like push it in there, and then stake the tree up and have it grow up right. But I cannot believe I just freaking grew a tree. I'm so proud of myself. And honestly, I didn't know it had that many roots until I opened that cup. Like, that is awesome. Like, that was just the coolest thing. I grew a tree in a cup. I air layered and oh my god, that I recommend air layering, guys. Like, that just works. And use a cup. Just make sure you. Oh, I lost a root. It's alright. It was just one root I lost, and that was it. So I recommend using a cup, guys. I think that is maybe the best way to air layer a tree, or at least a weeping willow in that case. That was awesome. I recommend that. Just make sure to cut the bark off, but just don't cut all of it off. But I just grew a beautiful weeping willow, and it's already weeping. Look at this. It's already weeping. So all I'll probably do, and it is going to be a little bit, not all the way like finished yet. It is a little bit sick right now because it was attached to the sick tree. I mean, it's my willow isn't like very sick, like it's going to kill it. But what we're going to hope is that this one, maybe next year, it's going to heal up. So, and I bet it will. So, that's what we're going to hope for. But I literally just grew a tree, guys. Like, I honestly didn't think that was going to work. I did kind of the same thing with my sister's tree branch, but that didn't go as planned. It didn't survive, sadly. But it did root, luckily. It did root, but it wasn't done, and I cut it off too early. But then I realized I had to wait another week or two for this thing to kind of finish up rooting and stuff. And I think it was good enough for that because I remember what it looked like and it was even out more. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take it off and get it planted up. And my phone died when I was videoing too. But I love that. I love this thing already. It looks so good in that pot right now. And what I hope it does is that I hope it lives well. And hopefully, if we move, I'll be able to plant it. Not plant it. No, plant it. There we go. So, move it to where you guys can see it. Oh, that just looks so good. How grew a weeping willow, man. Woo! Another success. I recommend air layering. Like, actually do it. Go look up some steps on how to do it, and I'm sure you're gonna have some good results like I did. Like, I had like amazing results. So what I plan to do, I plan to find like some kind of stick to kind of hold it up, which I might find. And don't mind all the noise, my dad messes with it too. Oh, I have a branch right here. Yeah, this is perfect. That's still alive? What the heck? This was a failed stem to propagate, which I threw it in my garden. How did it fall? I need to cut this bark off. So now, I don't think that's tall enough. Yeah, that's not tall enough, sadly. Darn it. I thought that was gonna work. And I just threw it in the plant right there. Whoops. Fix that. Hey, let me go see if I have a top this kid I can use. This thing has technically 3 branches on it, but I think it's big enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Ooh, don't do that. This is not meant for cutting dead wood from a birch. There you go. This one will be easier because it's smaller. There we go. Now, let's see if it cuts okay on the big trunk here. Ooh. Got it. Make sure I didn't damage this, and I didn't. Ooh, that was a nice cut. I'm gonna put it in just a little bit away from the tree. Oh, that's perfect. So what I can do, and then I can tie it right there. I'll throw some soil inside of that stick right there, so that way it's good. Okay. I'm gonna bring it that way. So there we go. That's perfect. And then all I gotta do is tie it off, which I'll use a small tie because I'm not gonna like choke it. I don't want to choke it. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Hold up. Let me get up. Yeah, or grab a string real quick, which I have some over here I can use instead of, because I don't even know where some of my other strings went. Oh, perfect. Had some laying around. What was that? Perfect. So yeah, I had a stick. Oh, it's misting out here. It's getting chilly too. Alright, I'm gonna tie it right there. I just want to do that for maybe a year or two and leave it. But it's also going to be on here nicely, and I'm leaving room on it so I don't choke it. It's good to leave some room for it to grow. Because now what I also can do, just in case it were to try to come off, I can tie this other half to this piece, which will be fire alarm's going off. That's actually not good. House alarm is going off. That's not good. Wonder what's going on. Hopefully there's no fire. So I'm like tying it like 3 times actually. And it's a smart way to do this too. Actually, what I can do, hang on, untie this for a second. Oh, stopped. Oh, what is that bird doing? What are you doing? Crazy bird. It's fighting with another bird. I don't understand why, but you know, that's what birds do. Boom. Yeah, this thing's not going anywhere. I mean, it's gonna blow around though. It's not gonna be too bad though. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Beautiful. Now all I gotta do, even though the soil is wet, the most important thing to do is give it a nice water. That's what you do every time you plant, but I think it was a good time to do it because it's now about pretty much fall now. Actually, it is fall. Which, luckily, I already got a shower. So, try to. Like people should know that weeping willows love water. They're known as a sponge tree. I'm also gonna give the pot a nice clean up while I'm at it too. Because the pot needs to get cleaned. If you give a weeping willow a lot of water, they will drink it in maybe 24. Yeah, about a day. It'll be dry in a day. So that's why I always gotta make sure. What I really want to do, I want to buy myself a drip system to water this tree badly, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to get a drip system for this thing in case I forget to water it on a hot day. Wait a minute. Watching it all sink in. But also watering it will also help with the air bubbles and get them out. So it's always good to water a plant after planting it. So now that I've done that, what I'd like to do is actually add more soil into it. Yeah, wind's gonna start picking up here soon. But what I would also like to do is get some mulch and stuff too, because mulch is good to help. It holds water too, but we don't have any mulch, so it's gonna have to survive on just this and water. So I could have probably given it some tree tone too, which I do have tree tone, but I probably could do it. I don't know. I've never tried a tree tone on a weeping willow. I don't know if it's. I haven't learned any of that, any of those basics yet, but I do think that I think it'll be all right with some tree tone if I put some in this fall, because I know it's good to just use it in the fall. Recommended in the fall, actually. Whoa, too powerful. Way too powerful. Gotta water this guy in nicely. Which actually I might try this weekend to get me a small irrigation system to put inside of my weeping willow and keep it running often. Pretty much, actually, I'd probably leave it running all the time to keep the soil moist and to help the roots start to kind of come out more and, you know, all those basics and stuff. But just wish this tree luck, please, by subscribing if you want to. Even if you don't subscribe, you're probably still wishing this tree some luck, which I bet you are. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Weeping willows are one of my favorite trees. They're just the best. My second favorite, I'd say, is probably the tulip tree, which I got right here. Which the soil in here has stayed pretty moist. I mean, the leaves are browning. It's probably just not very happy, and it's just kind of focusing on new root growth right now, which is totally fine. It's good if it's worrying about the roots. But this tree is actually really big. So, and hopefully these silk trees that I have in here will actually sprout. So hopefully I'll have some more silk trees next year with these little ones right here and this one. And I did put my wind chimes out in the garden now, so they're not out in the middle of the yard where they look horrible. So they're out in the garden over here. Jeez. A lot of birds. Yeah, it's not misting anymore, which is good. I don't think so. excited. I'm very, very excited. Oh, excuse me. What I do hope is that this thing doesn't spin. Because it doesn't need to spin. That wouldn't be good for it. But it's also going to be windy this evening. Like, it's going to be very windy this evening. Like, about 40 miles per hour. So, it is kind of slowly coming up and kind of coming back down. And, yeah, I still can't believe there was a chrysalis in here. Last year, I think? Yeah, there's a monarch chrysalis in here. And my monarch butterfly that I took care of is actually hatched. It's in the habitat right now. It's not over here. It's in the front yard. Or it's on the porch of my front yard. I'm gonna stick that right there. There we go. That's a little more, like, straighter. Oh, I'm excited. I'll have to check on it in the morning, see how well it looks. Doesn't show any sadness or signs of sadness. It just looks happy, like a regular willow would. So excited. It's more exciting because it's weeping too. It's already weeping. I'm so excited. I'm glad I found a stake for it. Just made my own. Dang. All these flags are out here. There we go. I have like 30 over here right now still. Oh, I grabbed 2. You know what? Why not? Just put 3 in here. I'll put 1 here. And then put 1 here for number 3. Isn't going to be perfect, but it's just not very deep. There. Will probably fall this evening, but you know, why not? Looks cute for the moment. There. That's cute. It's very cute, actually. Wait. There. I'm not leaving it like that, but you know, why not for right now? There you go. I don't know. I'm not gonna leave it there. That's funny. Anywho, I'm excited to watch this thing grow. So what was actually originally in that pot, which I think you guys probably will remember if you have watched my channel. This propagated willow that passed away, which I had for 4 years. And it grew that much this year, and that was the tallest it's ever gotten. And that was probably the most it's ever weeped. But then the heat took it out and it killed it. But it was a healthy tree. Where's the cut stem? There it is. Oh, wait, no, that's a root. Well, let me shake it out real quick. See what we have in this. Where is the cut part of it? Is that it right here? Oh my! Wow. You can't even see where I cut it. This is awesome. This thing did really good. Look at this. And you guys can see right here. That's the middle of it. Wow. All it turned into was roots. Oh, wow. Look at what it did. Wow. That is interesting to see what a propagated tree will do. So yeah, it officially passed away this summer, which isn't exciting, but it's cool to see what it did. But look at the bark it did. That is amazing, isn't it? That's a few years of bark. Wow. It's very strong, I'll tell you that. It did so good in its lifetime. It honestly deserved a life like that. But you can see the old top here, but then what it did grow. And this was these. So it was up to these tops, and then this is all what it grew this year. And then it unfortunately passed away. But it's living a better life in heaven now. It had a separate life. So it's gonna live. So this one lived the life that this one's gonna live right here behind me. And I mean, it's not gonna turn out like it did, like how damaged and sick it was. Hopefully not, but it did so good. I love this thing. And I always will. I keep scraps of my old trees. That way I can remember them. Which this one, I will always remember. Never won't forget it. And I can see, I think I planted it too deep. It's interesting to see what trees like this can do. It's amazing what trees do. After being in my garden for about 2 years, I think. It was about 2 years, yeah. And then it ended up in a pot, which it did really good in. But then it just passed away this summer because of the heat. And I know it was the heat because it took my other trees too. Yeah, this was probably the hottest summer that I think we've ever had in a few years. No, not even in a few years. It was at least, this might be the hottest summer since 2003? I think it was 2003. But this summer it was scorching hot. But what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna leave it right here. And it's not gonna blow away. At least, hopefully not. But what I'm gonna try to do now, I'm gonna probably move this willow over here, and then I'm gonna put the hose inside of it, kind of keep it dripping. So, whew. This got pretty heavyweight here. So it's one of these that isn't working. So one of these broke, I think. Okay, it's not that one, but I think it's this one. Oh, well they're both turning on now. It's honestly sad what heat can do in trees though. Especially when it's scorching hot. Oh, looks cute. How about this one? Oh yeah, they look cute. Alright, so now that's done. Now what I'm going to try to do is put this on a drip. So like somehow it'll drip on the tree. Oops. That wasn't cool. Perfect. Now I think it's gonna love that. I think that's really good drip, actually. You guys want to see it? So I made a drip on it. There it is. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm trying to hose down some so that way it's not dripping as fast, because it is dripping kind of quickly. That's good. Now let's check the drip on it. It might still be going a little quick at the moment because it has a lot of pressure in it, which I might release some of it, but what I'm gonna do. Much better. That is much better. It's much slower of a drip. That's the exact setting I wanted it. What I'm sure of is that it is going to enjoy this. I think it looks good. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and sub. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out. And by the way, one more thing before I go ahead and go. You can pause on a video. You could pause the video now. I didn't know you can do that. This iOS 18 is amazing. Like, you can pause videos. Like, watch. See, I'm on this side now. I'm excited about this one. This one is going to help me update so much. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my. I didn't know you can, with this new update, I didn't know you could just press a pause button. So that is going to help me more than probably ever. Like, actually. So I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to see if I can get out of it real quick, and then go look at something, and then I'm going to try.